Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Ewers. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown ball!
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Ewers. Got the quick pass. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Oh, how did you make that move? Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
give to the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Looking for a deep man. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown ball.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll run it again.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll run for it on 4th down. The Longhorns have a first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that can happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Ewers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. And he breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
With the catch, it's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It's now second down after the short completion. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
A first down for the offense.
Razor. Cricket. Blizzy.
Used the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's White. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They move the tight end all over. Fast motion in the jet sweep. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for an open area to his left. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on first and second down and then have a total breakdown on third. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
Using his legs to buy some time. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Coming after him. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown ball! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Bringing it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Ewers. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll try the outside to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. A third and long coming up here. Off play action. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tennessee! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
He wants to go deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose down the left side. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give as they work on that clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown ball. How about that D coming up with a play like that? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron